Hi there, I'm Sensei Victoria Whitfield, the world's first business Reiki master, and it's my joy to help empathic entrepreneurs like you get and stay grounded and clear in mind, body, and business. Welcome back to another installment of your weekly love letter from the dojo at naturalintuition.com. This is your source for channeled holistic stress management techniques, guidance, inspiration, and motivation on your journey to rapid financial ascension as a conscious entrepreneur. Whether you're looking to improve the quality of your personal or professional life, let this love letter be your reminder that you're not alone and that together we can make that happen. Go to naturalintuition.com to learn more about how we can work together on that. So this is week 3 of 4 of our exploration of conscious loneliness, right? Allowing and opening up to that as a conscious entrepreneur so that we can attract joyful, conscious relationships. So if this is the first in the series that you are seeing, make sure you hit pause, go back on my blog at victoriawhitfield.com so that you can start from part 1 and be grounded in this process. But without further ado, for week 3 of 4, we are going to be talking about platonic loneliness. So last week, if you remember, we talked about romantic loneliness and feeling an emptiness and feeling into our heartbreak around romantic relationships in the past that haven't gone well, right? And we're holding on to our heartbreak. And for those of you who did tune in, we did reframe our heartbreak that we had as something very different. So make sure that you catch that. But for this week in particular, what we are focusing on is platonic loneliness. And if you are experiencing platonic loneliness, what that will look like is a lack of friendships. A lack of friendships. For us as conscious entrepreneurs, right, as we continue to grow ourselves and grow our businesses, it becomes harder and harder to connect. Depending on how you see the situation, it becomes harder and harder to connect with others who are on that similar path of conscious living, not just personally, but also professionally. And on top of that, when it comes to platonic relationships, we will have a hard time receiving friends as opposed to lovers or sexual partners, or as opposed to clients and business partners. So we'll have an abundance of clients or an abundance of understanding around how to be with our colleagues, right? Or to acquire more clients, business partners, joint venture partners, investors, right? We know how to operate socially within those professional situations. And then we may even have some success, right? Or an abundance of success in attracting intimate partners, right? So relationships or sexual partners, people that we are coupling with, right? And co-creating intimate relationship with in a romantic way. But for some of us as conscious entrepreneurs, we get hung up on this finding friends in adult life. Where in the world do all our friends go once we've entered our adult lives? Being able to connect with people who we can love and love deeply and have incredibly intimate relationships with, not sexually, and not romantically intimate, but emotionally intimate relationships with, but who are simply our friends, right? Be kind to yourself if this has been your situation, if this is something that you are struggling with. If that's you, I'm sending you so much love, right? We're sending lots of love and consciousness your way so that we can begin to manifest more friends. So with that being said, the first thing that drops in from my spirit guides for you, if you want to receive more friends, is Remember the law of attraction, but also remember the law of distraction, right? So the law of attraction states that which is like unto itself is attracted. So the way that we would apply the law of attraction when we're attracting more platonic relationships and platonic friendships and even more fulfilling and deeply intimate, right, and soul-filling platonic relationships into our lives as conscious entrepreneurs, that means it's being a really profound friend, first and foremost, right? Having the ability to open up and begin relationships with others that don't involve any sexual contact and don't involve any professional transactions. That's a tall order. It's funny how after we get into the real world, as they tell all the college students about the workforce, where this focus on having space for friendship and just being loving humans together with people who we're not related to and not having sex with and not interested in romantically, it tends to die down because we're so focused on productivity. And this is where the law of distraction comes in. The closer you get to the things that your soul is aligned to, the more distraction is going to wave its ugly head, right? And distraction also attracts more of itself. So here's how that plays out as a conscious entrepreneur. Perhaps your business has become, at first it was an attraction for you to attract money, right? Attract clients, attract significance and recognition, right? Attract your ways to contribute. But then it may have turned into a grand distraction where you're unable to create space for friendship, right? You're losing yourself to productivity. You're losing that just me, right? Or for the way that I could put it on myself is the times when I'm just being Victoria, right? Just Victoria, not Sensei Victoria, not boss Victoria, not teacher Victoria, right? And not sexy Victoria or girlfriend Victoria or lover Victoria, but instead it's just me, right? Just me, friend Victoria. It's so funny that as we give ourselves in a purpose-driven business, like as someone who is a heart-centered entrepreneur, we give ourselves so much to our businesses that we can sacrifice the space in our hearts around creating friendship. So this week in particular, and I'm hearing the oracle cards beginning to call in the energy, it's time to create space for friendship. And how you do that is by not working and not being with your romantic partner. There's a you outside of those two things. And that also, I would throw in there, not being a parent. Who are you when you are not just full of the responsibilities that you've piled on your plate? Are you still connected to that version of yourself? If not, this is the week in particular where you allow for that space. If it's creating art, if it's exercise, but exercise for the pleasure of it, the enjoyment of it, not for the work of it, right? If you're a personal trainer, right? Be kind to yourself. It's time to get back to the you that's underneath all of your responsibilities. Because when you allow for that, when you empty yourself and come to that version of yourself, that's when you're capable of attracting platonic friends. So I'm hearing the oracle cards. The deck that we're journeying with all month is the Romance Angels Oracle Cards deck by Doreen Virtue, if you want to go pick that up for yourself. But Romance Angels, what do we need to know right now about attracting more friendship? Not romantic relationships and not professional relationships. Oh, yes. This is gorgeous. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Here's where we're going to leave off for this week. This is so powerful. The more that you can connect to your own inner essence, the more you can recognize other people who can do that for you as well. You know, it's the real friends of ours who, regardless of who we're with romantically and regardless of what we're doing professionally, are just so happy to be together with you as you are. Maybe as you're watching this video, or someone who you know and love dearly, as they're watching this right now, or you need to send it to them, maybe they don't even believe that this is possible outside of a romantic relationship, to have people who are platonic friends, meaning non-romantic, non-sexual, relationship-based friends, but who are your soulmate. And, you know, I come from a certain area in New Jersey where we call that being a ride or die, where they are down for you. They are wholly and completely committed to you as you are, for who you are. And this comes first from connecting to that within yourself, loving and approving of your own soul, your own essence, and then being around people who can recognize that in you too and showing up for them deeply. And by the way, my guides are adding, there may be people who are like that already around you, but because, law of distraction, you've been so distracted by the business or distracted by your romantic relationship that's going on right now, these people who absolutely love you no matter what may have been taken for granted or pushed to the side. Make time this week to show them love and celebrate them. Spend quality time, acknowledge them and recognize them as the soulmates in your life. So what comes up for you hearing all this? Comment below or send me an email back, team@victoriawhitfield.com, around what comes up for you in creating more platonic relationships, filling that platonic loneliness that you may be feeling. So I'm sending you so much love. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube so that you get these love letters first every week, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah! Enjoy the journey.